Some women don't get your attention by seducing you, they get it by draining you. Like this cold, oh my goodness. Not because they are evil, but because chaos, not peace, is what makes them feel alive. And if you've ever found yourself fixing problems that never seem to end, constantly being the calm one, the solution, the rock, then I'm going to tell you something most men never realize. You were never chosen for your strength, you were chosen for your reaction, and that's why you keep getting tested. Wow. Recently, I had a new roommate move in, a woman. She was attractive, soft-spoken, seemed clean and feminine. First impression, perfect balance of beauty and order. On her second day, she's in the kitchen cooking. We start talking. Within minutes, she's telling me everything. How she has sleep apnea, how she doesn't sleep till 4 a.m., how the noise in the house drives her crazy, and so many other crazy stuff that she told me. Then she goes, sorry, I know this is TMI. That little apology, it was a mask disguising oversharing as vulnerability. She wasn't seeking connection here. She was recruiting an emotional caretaker. And me, being a problem solver, I bit. I coach men all week inside Forged every day, helping them fix their lives. So when someone looks distressed, I default to fix mode. The next morning, she's complaining again about the noise. I say calmly, talk to the other roommates. The day after, I'm getting texts saying she's taking extra sleeping pills. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? 1 minute she's venting, the next she's spiraling. Now I am emotionally involved in chaos that was never mine to begin with. And that's how it starts. I told her not to take more pills, but the truth, every time I stepped in, I fed her addiction, the addiction of being saved. She loved her misery, and honestly, she still does. It gave her purpose. Every time I responded, she got another hit of validation. A few mornings later, I am cooking. She snaps. They are doing it again. They are doing it again. And I say nothing. Then she mutters, maybe I should move into a single apartment. And I go, that's a good idea. That's a great idea, matter of fact. Instantly, her tone changed. The cussing, the tension, gone. Because for the first time, I didn't feed the storm. And from that day, she started respecting me more. Fast forward, she locks her key in the house 20 minutes away from where I stay at, calls me while I'm working, and asks me to come help. I go help her. And then she's spilling gas everywhere, trying to fill her car. Frustrated, saying this is what happens when you don't sleep for 3 weeks. I stayed silent because her chaos wasn't my cue anymore. And mind you, I drove 20 minutes with a premise of picking her up immediately and taking her back home to get back to work. After 5 minutes, I said, do you want to check YouTube to see how to do it? She had a gallon of gas that she got from the gas station because she didn't have her keys, obviously, to drive the car to the gas station. And then she snaps. It's self-explanatory, but it clearly wasn't. So I let her struggle. When she started cussing again, I said calmly, if you keep operating from chaos, I'm leaving. What can we control right now? Let's do that. She stopped, breathed, and followed my lead. I filled the car with gas with her and asked her what her plan was, and it wasn't to go home immediately. So I told her, have a good day, miss, and drove off. As I was driving, that's when it clicked. Peace isn't something you talk about, it's something you become. And when you embody it, people either rise to meet you or self-destruct in silence. A few days later, she's hanging out late with another roommate. Oh my days, a guy named Tim. Pray for Tim, y'all. Playing instruments till 4 a.m. And this man, who barely showers, suddenly starts grooming and cleaning. And I knew right away, she had pulled him into her frame. Oh my days. The next morning, I find a handwritten note on the kitchen counter, written by him for her, complaining on her behalf about the noise. You're cooked. That's what happens when a man gives up his edge. He becomes a messenger for her emotions. She tells him to write a note. He writes it. She tells him what's wrong with the house, and he delivers it. As a man, you never do that, my brother. You don't become passive-aggressive to keep the peace. You speak directly, my brother. Or you stay silent. That's leadership. Everything else is submission in disguise. That's the dark psychology of some women. They don't chase your love, my brother. They chase your emotional investments. Because in their world, connection doesn't exist without conflict. If you're fixing, chasing, explaining, or defending, they feel safe. Not because they respect you, but because they know they can move you. And that's where the power flips. You stop being grounded. You become her emotional puppet. Every time she spirals and you jump in, you reward the behavior. And what gets rewarded gets repeated. She doesn't even know she's doing it. She's just learned that problems keep people close. It keeps people around. So yeah, I'll keep doing it, you know what I mean? It's reminded me of a girl I was seeing over the summer. Every time I went to pick her up, she made me wait 10 minutes. Every time, my brother. The first time, I let it slide. She said she left her reading station late. The second time, I waited 1 minute, then drove home. She texts me, yeah? I didn't know what to wear. Then adds, I know you're mad at me, but you live close, so I figured you'd take your time. That's not disorganization, that's a test to see if you would dance to her rhythm. And I stopped playing. Her problems weren't my priority because the moment you treat her indecision as serious, you start parenting the same woman you are supposed to be leading. So I joked instead. When she complained about her crazy roommates, I said, you picked her, maybe you just act like her too, and laughed. When she got defensive, I stayed playful, my brother, because once a woman sees her drama doesn't move you, she either evolves or exits. Go away, you get me? Women like that only care about their problems because they think you might. When you stop validating the illusion, it collapses. She either steps into your world or fades out of it. It's just the way it works, my brother. The remedy isn't confrontation, it's perspective. Stop giving emotional CPR to self-created chaos. Show her through your calm that you are not her emotional safety net. You are her mirror. And that reflection will either make her heal or hide. When she brings up something ridiculous, don't argue or lecture. Just smile, tease, keep it playful, my brother. Damn, you really care about this that much? Or you sure you didn't make this problem yourself? Watch how fast she drops it. Because most of her chaos only exists because she thought it could control you. When that belief dies, peace becomes her only play left. Hello. So you will start noticing this. When you stop reacting, the feminine either regulates or retreats. It's not your job to fix her. Your job is to embody stillness so deeply that her chaos stops making sense. That's emotional leadership, my brother. That's what every woman unconsciously craves. A man who won't fold under her storms. Not the loud, dominant man, obviously not. The one whose silence carries more strength than most men's arguments. So if you are tired of walking on eggshells, tired of fixing emotional fires you didn't start, understand this. You're not broken. You've just been feeling chaos instead of commanding it. Inside Forged Every Day, I teach men how to break that loop, how to lead with grounded presence, how to stop reacting to feminine storms, and how to turn chaos into connection through masculine calm. If you're ready to become that man, click the link below, apply for one-on-one coaching. We will rebuild your nervous system, your frame, your presence, until the world bends to your energy, not the other way around. It is so freaking cold, my brother. All my days. I try my best to use my hands to speak to you as well, but it's so cold. I hope this video was helpful and you were able to watch up until the end. Wow, I'm grateful, man. I'm about to go back inside and get back to editing this video and get back to more work, but let's make a thumbnail real quick.